The Eurovision Song Contest, a historical and socio-political journey. The Eurovision Song Contest, a dazzling annual spectacle of music and national representation, has captivated audiences across Europe and beyond for nearly 7 decades. More than a mere song competition, Eurovision serves as a dynamic arena where music, culture, and politics intersect, reflecting the ever-evolving identities and relationships of the European continent and its neighbors. This report aims to explore the rich history of Eurovision, tracing its origins, the diverse musical landscape it has showcased, the prominent artists who have graced its stage, the ever-present political undercurrents, and the enduring debates surrounding its voting system. The enduring popularity of Eurovision, despite persistent discussions about political influences, underscores its significance as a cultural touchstone and a vibrant reflection of shifting European sentiments and allegiances. The Eurovision Song Contest emerged from the post-World War II era, a period characterized by a strong desire for European unity and cooperation. In this climate, the European Broadcasting Union, EBU, an alliance of public service media organizations, played a pivotal role in conceiving and launching the event. The initial concept, developed by Sergio Pugliese and Marcel Bezençon, drew inspiration from the Italian Sanremo Music Festival, suggesting a focus on popular music as a unifying cultural force. The first Eurovision Song Contest was held in Lugano, Switzerland, in 1956, featuring participants from 7 nations. A primary objective of this early endeavor was to test the capabilities of transnational live television broadcasting, a groundbreaking technological feat at the time. The genesis of Eurovision, therefore, was deeply rooted in the political climate of a continent seeking to rebuild and connect after immense conflict, with technological innovation serving as a means to achieve this broader socio-political aspiration. The EBU, an organization born from a desire for collaboration, saw popular music as an accessible medium to foster a sense of shared European identity. The choice of only Western European nations in the first contest also subtly reflected the geopolitical divisions that were beginning to take shape in the post-war world. The musical styles showcased at the Eurovision Song Contest have mirrored the evolution of popular music across Europe and beyond. In its early years during the 1950s, the contest primarily featured European-style pop and ballads, often performed by solo artists in their respective native languages. There was a conscious effort to promote European musical talent as a counterbalance to the dominance of American recordings in the global market. Notable winning examples from this era include Refrain by Lis Asia, representing Switzerland in 1956, Corey Brocken's Net als Toon for the Netherlands in 1957, and André Claveau's Door Mon Amour, representing France in 1958. The music of this period underscored national pride and a burgeoning desire to forge a distinct European identity within popular culture. The emphasis on national languages in these initial contests highlights a nationalistic element, while the intention to stand against American musical dominance reveals a cultural project aimed at defining what constituted European pop music. As the 1960s dawned, Eurovision's musical landscape began to broaden with the introduction of soft jazz, middle-of-the-road, MOR tunes, and continued popularity of ballads. More distinctive and quirky pop compositions also started to emerge. Winning songs from this decade include Jacqueline Boyer's Tom Pillaby for France in 1960, Nous les Amoureux by Jean-Claude Pascal, representing Luxembourg in 1961, and France Gall's iconic Poupée de Cire, Poupée de Son, also for Luxembourg in 1965. This period reflected the broader cultural shifts of the 1960s, with music diversifying, although it largely remained within the confines of established pop conventions. While rock and roll, which was gaining prominence elsewhere, was still not a dominant force in Eurovision, there was a clear movement towards more upbeat and contemporary pop sounds, exemplified by the success of France Gall's winning entry. The 1970s witnessed the significant impact of disco on the Eurovision Song Contest, particularly in the latter half of the decade. Rock music also began to make its presence felt, although it had not yet achieved mainstream success within the competition. Landmark winning songs from this era include ABBA's Waterloo representing Sweden in 1974, Teach-In's Ding-a-Dong for the Netherlands in 1975, and Brotherhood of Man's Save Your Kisses for Me for the UK in 1976. The 1970s marked a turning point for Eurovision music, with the contest embracing popular global genres and the breakthrough of ABBA, which signaled a new era of more contemporary sounds and international stardom for its winners. ABBA's victory with Waterloo is particularly noteworthy, as it showcased a more modern pop-rock style that would have a lasting impact on popular music. The 1980s and 1990s are often remembered as the Euro-pop era of Eurovision, characterized by catchy melodies and energetic performances, although some memorable ballads also achieved success. A significant development during this time was the removal of the language restriction for entries in 1999. Notable winning songs from these decades include Bucks Fizz's Making Your Mind Up for the UK in 1981, Johnny Logan's Hold Me Now, representing Ireland in 1987, and Charlotte Nilsson's Take Me to Your Heaven for Sweden in 1999. While Europop became a recognizable element of the contest, the emergence of iconic ballads and the increased linguistic diversity following the rule change in 1999 marked a shift in the musical landscape. The new millennium brought a wider array of sounds to Eurovision, with the introduction of novelty or troll acts alongside genuine musical talent. Rock music and other alternative genres also began to gain traction. Winning examples from this period include Lordi's Hard Rock Hallelujah for Finland in 2006, Alexander Rybak's Fairy Tale representing Norway in 2009, and Lorene's Euphoria for Sweden in 2012. The victory of Lordi in 2006 was particularly significant, as it marked the first time a hard rock, heavy metal song won the contest, demonstrating a greater openness to diverse musical styles. Contemporary Eurovision in the 2020s is characterized by a growing desire for more authenticity and stronger representation of national cultures in the entries. There has been a noticeable increase in the number of songs performed in languages other than English, and a continued blending of genres and inclusion of diverse musical styles. Winning examples from this recent period include Maneskin's Zitti e Buoni for Italy in 2021, Stefania by Kalush Orchestra representing Ukraine in 2022, and Lorene's second victory with Tattoo for Sweden in 2023. These trends indicate a move beyond traditional Europop towards celebrating national identity through music and embracing a broader spectrum of contemporary sounds. The Eurovision Song Contest has served as a launchpad for numerous artists who have gone on to achieve international stardom. One of the most prominent examples is ABBA, who won the contest for Sweden in 1974 with Waterloo. Their victory propelled them to global fame, making them one of the best-selling music acts of all time. Celine Dion also gained significant international recognition after winning the contest for Switzerland in 1988 with Ne partez pas sans moi. Her Eurovision win served as a crucial stepping stone in her path to becoming a global superstar. Other notable artists who gained international recognition through Eurovision include Julio Iglesias, who represented Spain in 1970, Olivia Newton-John, who represented the UK in 1974, Cliff Richard, who represented the UK in 1968 and 1973, Johnny Logan, who won for Ireland in 1980 and 1987, Katrina and the Waves, who won for the UK in 1997, Lordi, who won for Finland in 2006, Conchita Wurst, who won for Austria in 2014, Maneskin, who won for Italy in 2021, and Loreen, who won for Sweden in 2012 and 2023. The contest has undeniably served as a powerful platform for artists to gain significant international exposure and propel their careers onto the global stage. Beyond individual artists, the interval act of the 1994 contest, Riverdance, became a global cultural phenomenon, demonstrating Eurovision's capacity to launch broader artistic movements. From its earliest days, the Eurovision Song Contest has been intertwined with political undertones and intentions. Initially conceived with the aim of uniting a Europe scarred by war, Eurovision also operated within the context of the Cold War, subtly functioning as a platform for soft diplomacy. The existence of the Eastern Bloc's alternative, Intervision, further underscores the political divisions of the era. Geopolitical conflicts have consistently found their way into the Eurovision Song Contest. The breakup of Yugoslavia in the 1990s led to the emergence of new participating nations and often influenced voting patterns. The complex relationship between Russia and Ukraine has been a recurring theme, marked by both cooperation and conflict, including Russia's ban from the contest following its invasion of Ukraine. Similarly, the ongoing tensions between Armenia and Azerbaijan have manifested in mutual hostility within the contest, often reflected in their voting. The participation of Israel has also been a frequent source of controversy, sparking protests and debates related to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Despite its official stance as a non-political event, Eurovision has consistently mirrored and been shaped by major geopolitical events. Eurovision also serves as a prominent stage for countries to showcase their culture and national identity to a vast European and global audience. Nationalistic sentiments and expressions of Europeanness are frequently on display, both in the performances and the voting patterns. The contest's history is also marked by various controversies, including boycotts such as Denmark in 1964, and several countries following the four-way tie in 1969, Georgia's withdrawal in 2009, and ongoing calls for boycotts related to geopolitical issues. Political messages have also occasionally found their way into song lyrics or performances, further highlighting the intricate relationship between Eurovision and the world beyond its stage. The scoring system of the Eurovision Song Contest has undergone a significant evolution since its inception. The first contest in 1956 utilized a jury-based voting system where two jurors from each participating country scored each song on a scale of 1 to 10, although these results were never made public. Over the following decades, the composition of the juries and the scoring methods varied, reflecting ongoing efforts to refine the process. A significant change occurred in 1975 with the introduction of the now iconic 12-point system. In 1997, televoting was introduced, initially in just 5 countries, marking a move towards greater audience participation. The following year, televoting became more widespread, with the intention of empowering the audience by giving them a direct say in the results. This shift initially led to the replacement of juries in the final. However, in the 2000s, a hybrid system was reintroduced, combining the votes of professional juries with public televoting in a 50-50th split. Since 2016, the results from the jury and televoting are announced separately, adding to the drama of the final moments. More recently, Eurovision has expanded its reach by introducing online voting for viewers in non-participating countries, with their collective vote carrying the same weight as that of one participating nation. The perception that voting in Eurovision is often politically motivated is widespread among fans and in the media. The phenomenon of null points is often cited as a national humiliation, and voting patterns have at times seemed to defy musical merit. Strong evidence indicates the existence of bloc voting and geopolitical alliances, with countries often favoring their neighbors or those with cultural and historical ties. Diaspora populations have also been shown to influence televoting results, with examples such as the Turkish diaspora in Germany and the Lithuanian diaspora in the UK and Ireland. Academic research has delved into the motivations behind Eurovision voting, with studies suggesting that while cultural and geographical factors are significant, political considerations and historical relationships also play a role. The widespread perception among fans and in the media is that political motivations often influence the voting, leading to ongoing discussions about the contest's fairness and integrity. The dreaded null points often become a topic of national discussion, sometimes attributed to political factors rather than the quality of the song. Instances where voting patterns appear to favor neighboring countries or political allies, even when musical merit seems questionable, contribute to this perception. The Eurovision Song Contest is far more than a simple music competition. Its nearly 7-decade history reveals a complex tapestry woven with threads of post-war aspiration, evolving musical tastes, the rise of iconic artists, and the ever-present influence of politics. The voting system, in its various iterations, reflects ongoing attempts to balance fairness and popular engagement. Yet the perception of political voting persists, fueled by geopolitical realities, cultural affinities, and the passionate engagement of fans and media. Eurovision remains a unique cultural phenomenon, a vibrant and sometimes tumultuous mirror reflecting the music, culture, and politics of a constantly changing Europe.